How can you choose a professional in the tax field? In my experience and in my personal life, I see that finding a trustworthy expert in any matter may take time. Sometimes we go on Google, sometimes we ask a friend, and sometimes we just hear his name somehow and we look for his contact details. When you have a big problem, it doesn't have to be life or that one, but let's say something that is able to keep you up at night, your criteria change a little bit. You almost forget about price, timing gets priority, and your goal is to understand and diagnose your problem as soon as possible as first part of the solution, right? So when you talk to a doctor and you sit in front of him, usually it starts with a battery of questions followed by maybe a seconds of silence. In that moment, in that precise moment, you're wondering if he's really recalling some previous similar cases or he's just trying to guess what the problem could be. Which one are you wishing for? If he's not sure about your case, before prescribing anything, he usually suggests to speak with an expert, with someone with a lot of experience in that specific matter. In other words, he narrows your case and take it to someone who more likely saw that problem many times before. During our live sessions, I keep on repeating, I'm a creative numbers man. But let me try to explain. I started working in the tax field since 2007, and as you know, we've seen more than 15,000 different cases, and I've been working on hundreds of detailed tax strategies globally. We meet around 50 new taxpayers every week, and most of them holding a tax audit from previous bad experiences with other generic professionals. I think the knowledge is not about how much you know about something. Of course, there must be years of experience and studying behind that. The true value of an expert comes into play when he has the ability to use his experience facing new problems. It's like the baton belt with a lot of special items. The more you have, the easier your problem will seem. As a tax expert, as a professional, I like to say, I'm sorry, it's not my expertise area when I see a problem out of my knowledge. Conversely, when I have a feeling about a solution, I like to deep dive and ask for more details. As a professional, I feel like it's my duty and privilege to keep on studying. Rules can change, tax regulations can be updated, and also, believe me or not, my English needs to get better and better. So, like you and everyone, I go on YouTube, I read blogs and listen to podcasts. I took this bad habit from my teachers in high school. They kept on repeating, before learning from someone, you must know who that someone is. That qualifies a good source from a bad source, separates music from noises. So I apply this method even now, according to every information that I put in my brain. It's incredible how many people share information, even pretty articulated and focused one, without any kind of background, expertise, or experience. I had a debate with a couple of content creators on YouTube recently, and they are claiming to be professionals. I will not share their names. Let's say there's someone with a pretty big audience on YouTube and many followers, thousands of followers on social media. Watching their videos, I noticed a lot of information that we were talking about completely wrong. I'm not saying lightly incorrect, but big fake numbers and lows. You know what I mean? Then I made a huge mistake. I kindly felt like I had to reach them out by email, asking both for the benefit of everyone, not just me, for everyone, to edit the content and please delete the wrong part of the video, just that one. You know what happened, right? They both came up with angry words, upset, and really mad at my firm. I said, I'm sorry if it did not use the right words. I'm not a native speaker. I just think you should feel responsible for the impact you may have on other people's lives, leading to big mistakes and penalties in the future that can cost money. Do you know that this rule is not right based on X, Y, and Z updated regulation? Didn't you learn from specific article of the tax treaty that what you promise is not even possible? Both replied in a very expected way. First of all, none of them was a tax consultant. One is a business consultant and another one is just a bookkeeper. And you know what? They keep on posting trash content on social media with a lot of people keep watching them. Of course, I stopped following their channels and try to reset my brain. And the lesson is that you don't have to trust anyone, simply because you don't know if the information is true or false. Before investing your time watching videos or listening to the content, just take a look at the background, experiences, degrees, titles, collaborations, case studies, and work of the source itself. In other words, in order to learn from someone, you must validate his words.